Hey, this is Aria. We're at Midnight's Promise Equine Rescue in Salisbury, North Carolina. And I'm going to talk about some things that I've been doing with Aria to both help her to develop more trust and release some of the triggers or things that create reactions and make her get tense and nervous. And then also how we can use some really simple groundwork techniques to lay the foundation so that then when we move on to riding, the horse understands what we're asking and everything's nice and clear. So I have a really simple system for doing that. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that the horse will stand grounded on a slack rope, and make sure that they will respect the boundaries. So for instance, if I want her to stop, I can come in front here and create a boundary, so like as if she had a large bubble around her and I was going to stop the bubble. I want to make sure that she's okay with me coming into her space, asking permission. I'm going to put my hands on her body. I'm going to notice how she responds to that. And if I notice a reaction, I'll just stay with her in that spot until she starts to relax and kind of release tension. So when I started working with Aria, she wouldn't pick up her back feet, and if I even touched her hindquarters, she would start to get real reactive, kick out, and move away. So if the horse kicks out at me, then I will make sure that they know that they can move away, and then eventually work on just getting her to relax to touch, and till eventually can pick up her hind feet. Now, pretty good with that. She stays nice and relaxed. So as we're doing the body work, we're also reinforcing staying grounded and setting boundaries as needed. And so then as I move on to the groundwork, we've already got a pretty nice relationship going, and she is starting to be more relaxed with me and have positive associations with our time together. So now I'm going to do the outside turn, which is I've got my rope closer to her head. The back of my hand is going to go to the lower ring on the halter, and I'm just going to step in. I want her to move her front end away. And if she gets ahead of me, I'm going to practice stopping the bubble and then move back into position and continue. Right there, she got a little brace. I'm just going to set a boundary and wait for her to soften away. So this outside turn is nice. It makes sure that the horse doesn't try to shove over me. I can easily move them away. And then when I move on to riding, those are going to be my outside aids. So I want to make sure that the horse understands moving away from the outside aids. And then my inside turn. So in my inside turn, I want her to follow the rope very, very softly. Okay. Bringing her nose towards me, and I want her to step up, so I can just use my little wand here to give a very soft tap. And so I am following her hindquarters, and I am watching to make sure she steps forward into that turn, so that when I'm riding I can make an inside turn, asking her to gently follow the inside rein and give her a little tap with my leg to step forward into that turn. Now we've also worked on stop, wait, and follow the rope. So I want her to just soften into that contact very easily. Aria also is a little timid about approaching people, so the follow the rope exercise is going to help get her comfortable coming up into my space and feeling safe there. You can also ask her to step back. And notice that if I ask her to step back, I'm using a very light touch on the halter, and if she doesn't step back, I'm just adding a little tap tapping. So I'm not pushing harder, but the tapping is just going to help create a little movement and release. Okay, so then I'm going to move into lunging on a circle. So I'm going to start, now I've got the rope in my hand closer to her head as I'm facing her body. The wands in the hand closest to the hind end. And I can start with a little outside turn, moving her nose away, maybe tapping the shoulder away if I need to do that. I can get her to step up into that turn. And now I'm going to move with her on the circle. So in lunging, it's different than the inside turn. I'm actually moving a little bit forward with her. So this is very similar to riding. I'm positioned in about the same place I would be if I was on her relative to her body. Here, a little reminder to step away and around. So I'm kind of driving her forward rather than leading her from the front. Again, preparing for riding. So now I'm just going to ask her to follow that rope gently in. I'm going to switch hands. Step her into a little outside turn. Inside turn. Moving in a circle. So we're practicing these soft, fluid turns. Following the rope. Developing inside aids and outside aids. So that then when we move on to riding, everything comes very easily. Also, disclaimer, I did groom Aria today and she rolled in the mud just before making this video. So I do recommend grooming your horses. Hope everybody is staying safe and well and you're finding time to enjoy your horses